here. But I just wanted to touch bases briefly, and I've got notes here, so I don't want to forget anything or any important notes that someone might ask me or even might not. But I wanted to talk about the holiday coming up this week, Lughnasadh, or Lammas, if you prefer to call it Lammas. But I believe it's August 1st, and it is a celebration of harvest, of counting your blessings, and like, I know that I won't be here. I hope I won't be here. My foundation pour has been delayed a couple of days, and again, that's okay, because I'm ever so thankful that I have this opportunity. So I really can't complain. But I harvested a little bit of rosemary. This is the first year that I really haven't had a big garden. I don't do corn, I have to say, but I do zucchini and tomatoes and peppers and, you know, all kind of wonderful, glorious things. And this is the first year that I haven't done so. And so in a way it's kind of sad for me, but again, I've just got to count my blessings and be thankful for what I do have, and know that I'll have a garden again in the future and not give it another thought. But here I do have rosemary here, and I did plant some sunflowers because I am going to plant some kind of a flower, but I did plant some sunflowers here. So I've harvested a couple of them, and the older one has been losing its petals, so I'm going to dry these, and I probably will use these later in the season after they've dried some. And I've also baked a little bread. Of course, I did a little baking. I made some banana bread here and some cranberry orange raisin bread. And again, most ceremonies want you to bake it from scratch. I mean, you do whatever works for you. I mean, but there's been a few questions about the protection jar that I made the other day that has the popcorn, the beans, and the rice. Well, I knew this week that I wasn't going to be here to do this, and I did want to take it up to the hollow to bury this for my protection up there for when I am up there, and I've already sealed it up. It's already all sealed up. But to me, and they asked me, well, why did you use corn, beans, and rice? Well, to me, those are harvested. Those are elements of the earth that I wanted to put back into the earth. And I also wanted to put back some of myself and Fannie Mae and my loved ones in here, so we are all protected. And so I will bury that. But it's been charged, and I've asked Hecate for protection. I always ask her for protection, but anyway, this is for that particular piece of property. And what you can do now, most rituals, of course, I will be doing ritual outside. Of course, I mean on acreage, of course I'm going to be outside, but I will be doing ritual outside, and I will be giving back to the earth. And I felt kind of sad in a way because I didn't really have anything to harvest at the hollow. And I got to thinking about it, and I'm like, I'm like really, really wrong about that, because harvest means so many different things. It can mean harvesting good memories. I'm sure that there's some kind of a wildflower or a berry or something that I can harvest there. And there's a lot of moss, and I'm sure that you guys don't know, but I'm a big, big fan of moss. And although I really won't be harvesting it because I want it to stay happy and healthy exactly where it is, what I think I will be doing is feeding it. And I feed it with either sour milk or buttermilk. So I think that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to spend my day with planting my protection jar and feeding my moss. And yes, I probably will have a beer or two. I mean, it's hops, right? It works for me. But and one ritual that some people do, and again, you can use an orange candle, you can use whatever color candle that suits your fancy. But you know, have some pins, and for each thing that you are thankful for, or that you feel that you are thankful for, put a pin in your candle and allow your candle to burn. Again, try to do this outside if you can safely do it outside. But I'm going to read here. There's a prayer that I'd like to share with you. And the candle ritual, yeah, it says, think of all the things that have been given to you in the past season, and for each one, place a pin into the candle and say, I give thanks to the old gods for my piece of property. And put your candle in and say, blessed be. When you're finished, let the candle burn down safely and allow each pin to fall away one by one. When all of the pins have dropped, make your offering by holding up wine and or beer, which is my case, and saying, I give thanks to the old gods who bring life and light, death and rest, rebirth and renewal. May they accept this offering, blessed be. And drink your wine or beer and pour the rest onto the ground as your sacrifice. And again, meditate and be in ritual and give thanks. But the Lammas prayer is, the Corn King gives his life for the land. We toast his sacrifice with ale in our hand and eat the bread from the harvest made, as sheaves of corn to the earth are laid. Transformation surrounds us, the harvest turned to food and drink. Now is the time to learn and to think of what we can do to grow even stronger. As the summer recedes and nights grow longer, we share our rewards and bless this earth that brings our fruitful abundance to birth. May our well-earned bounty reward our toil as we harvest the seed and grain from the soil. So I hope everyone has a wonderful week. And again, I want to thank you for joining me. And with that,